What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Man Cave Music Reaction Videos. Today, by special request, we got some Johnny Cash. I'm very slim and none do I know of Johnny Cash. I know stuff that I've heard from him, which is very few. He's like a great storyteller. You know, like I love musicians that are storytellers, man. And he's one of the greatest storytellers of all time. So we're going to jump into this. It's called Johnny Cash, and the song is called A Boy Named Sue. We'll find out what's going on here. All right, let's check this out. I love the beat already.
Well, my daddy left home when I was 3. Didn't leave very much to my ma and me, except this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, I don't blame him cause he run and hid, but the meanest thing that my daddy ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. He must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from lots of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd turn red, and some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. And I'll tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue.
No.
But I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard, my wits got keen. Roamed from town to town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars, I'd search the honky-tonks and bars, kill that man that give me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew at an old saloon on a street of mud. There at a table dealing stud sat the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn out picture that my mother had. Knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do?" How you gonna die? Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. Then I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the walls and into the street, kicking and gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. Well, I tell you, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he reached for his gun, but I pulled mine first, and he stood there looking at me, and I saw him smile. And he said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name and I said goodbye, and I knew you'd have to get tough or die. It's that name that'll help to make you strong. He said, "Now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your gut and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the that named you Sue." What could I do? I got all choked up and I threw down my gun. I called him a paw and he called me a son. Come away with a different point of view. And I think about it now and then, every time I try and every time I win. If I ever have another boy, I'm gonna name him Waylon, or Willie, or Chris, or after you, Sue. I still hate that name, Sue.
Oh, yeah. That was awesome, man. That was awesome. Awesome, man. A Boy Named Sue. I love storytellers, man. I love them. And like, he is like the master, man. It's like, his stuff is so freaking good. It's so good. Alright, well, that's all I got for today.
Some gal would giggle and I'd turn red, and some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. And I'll tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue.
No.
But I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard, my wits got keen. Roamed from town to hide my shame.